Hello again. Welcome to our latest update on the state of Northern Ireland public transport. Now, unfortunately, this week we're not covering the future, but rather the past of Northern Ireland public transport. In the photo, which was taken in 1983 at Coleraine railway station, we see a railbus. Now, this was used back in the early 80s for the shuttle run between Coleraine Station and Portrush. Now, the bus is basically, it's modified to run on Irish gauge railway tracks, which is what we use in Northern Ireland, and also is used in the Republic of Ireland, but it is different. It is different from what is used, the standard gauge, which is used in England and Scotland and Wales. Now, the shuttle bus service here was replaced with just regular trains by the mid-80s, and the bus there was then donated to Coleraine, which is the public transport museum in Northern Ireland, and it remained there for many years, and then it was given over to the County Down Heritage Railway, and they used it. Again, they were on Irish gauge tracks. So they were able to use it, and then a few years ago they gave it up, and rather than send it back to Coleraine, they looked for another heritage railway on the island of Ireland that would accept it, but unfortunately there were no takers. But they were able to send it over to Wales, and there is a heritage railway in Wales which is now using the railbus. Now, apparently was originally built for standard gauge tracks and then had to be modified to run to the Portrush line. So now it's been demodified or modified back to standard gauge so it can run on the Welsh railways. Now, we learn a few things from this. First of all, that Northern Ireland Railways, for all their faults, did actually try new things. And I do think it's a good thing that they were experimenting even back in the 80s, and it's unfortunate that the experiment didn't work out, and they decided it was better just to have regular trains. But in the long run, you know, it means you can have a train running direct from Belfast to Portrush, rather than just have the Derry line only, and then every single train having to change at Coleraine, which, to be honest, if it's something like the Northwest 200, yeah, you'd have massive numbers of people there every summer. Again, I don't see a wee tiny rail bus being able to deal with a massive amount of holidaymakers. There's a massive surge during the summer months, starting the start of May and going on to the end of August. And also the same line serves the university. So again, a small bus like that, you know, you could take maybe 30 college students or whatever from Coleraine Central to Coleraine North, aka the University Halt. I'm the only one who calls it Coleraine North because I'm trying to make Coleraine South, aka the University Halt, become a thing. So you can check out my video on that if you want. And anyway, yes, so I think ultimately they were right that the bus is too small. It wouldn't work for the big surges in the summer, and even then, as long as there's a University of Coleraine, they're going to need proper full-sized trains with full-size carriages to handle the thousands of students that go there, not to mention the staff. And in fact, the same logic would go to, again, putting another railway halt at Coleraine South to cover the hospital. So what else can we learn? Well, railway buses, yeah, they're good for small numbers of people over a relatively short distance, but that's really all they're good for, unfortunately. And anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you very much.